I told Chelsea that she did not need
Whoa,
to
whoa,
leave
whoa,
her.
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay,
What?
hold on. We're live right now.
Okay.
Okay, what were you saying?
Uh, do you think Conan, because he's leaving his 1 hour format to go to a 30-minute format? Do you think Conan is going to be a complete failure? In this, I honestly think that what's interesting to me is I think he has all the rights to his teamcoco.com website or something.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't belong to TBS, even though it is a spinoff of TBS, which is interesting to me. So I think that's how much T wants to keep him on their network. Um, but Conan turned out to be like he's saying that he's doing this because a much younger audience is interested in him,
Mhm.
and yeah, that's true. I mean, I watched Conan way back in the day before TBS and stuff too, but yeah, I think his audience is because I think they like his remotes and him doing all this other stuff that the other late night talk hosts don't do. So I personally, I think he should just sever ties to. I think he should just sever ties to TBS.
Mhm.
Even though he probably loves them and thinks it's a great relationship, he had to let go of his band, which is really sad too. But I think he should sever ties to TBS and just do online format. Like have your Team Coco website and your YouTube channel site, and strictly do that. Because I think most people don't even watch. They watch the clips online. I don't think they actually turn it into TBS and watch it there. So I think that's literally what he should do. Is just cut ties altogether and just focus on that and be like a comedian in Cars, like Jerry Seinfeld, and then
No,
have
no.
and then have Netflix give you $100 million.
Also, he should cut his current whoever that
Sidekick,
yeah, and
Andy.
get Jordan. Get Jordan Schlansky on there.
Oh, Jordan is in the remotes. Like they went to Japan, and Jordan is in there.
Yeah, but they need to also
Jordan.
but they need to get rid of Andy. He's just riding his fucking coattails.
Well, I don't. I think you have to keep Andy just because he was there at the beginning.
Fuck him. I always thought he was annoying. I don't know. I think Jordan would be a lot better. I think their chemistry just feels more. I don't know.
Well, their chemistry is funnier.
Yeah.
Yes. I do agree, but it's just because how weird Jordan is and how annoying Conan.
That's exactly. It would be so funny when they have like celebrity guests on and you get Jordan being fucking weird.
So that's why I'm saying I think they should gosh dang it. I think Jordan's the funniest when it's like when they're just having a regular conversation because he seems like he just has a weird knowledge of just
yeah, everything.
Information.
Yeah.
So it would be fun. So I think he should just do just cut ties with them and just do all online format.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he would be hugely successful at that. I mean, he probably wants to keep TBS because he has a shit ton of people he has to pay.
Yeah.
And network money is always good, but I don't know.
What's the reason for him going down to 30 minutes? Is it like the network or him?
No, he wants to focus. It's him. So he wants to focus on doing the remote and all the stuff that the younger audience prefers to watch.
Okay.
I honestly think Conan does the best. Maybe on certain Colbert is kind of I think he's a great interviewer with non-celebrities. Conan does the best celebrity interviews and even a politician. Well, he doesn't really do politician, but sometimes when he talks about it, I think I really do think Conan is the best. I think he's the funniest. He brings out the most in people, and so I mean, gosh dang it, I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that I think Conan should keep the hour format and just do it all online and get rid of the skits. I don't really like the skits. I don't think they're funny. I think she could just get rid of that and do have his serious jibber jabber talks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think those are very interesting and informative to watch, and I think they're funny in their own way too. So, I mean, I would do a mixture of all of that and just do whatever the fuck you want. Don't have to. That's why Jerry, when he started Comedians in Cars, before he sold out to Netflix, he just started doing it online because he didn't want to have to answer to anybody and get approved from the network and just do whatever the fuck you want to do because it's online. You can do that. So I think that's what he should do, but we'll see how it goes. I am looking forward to a lot more. I I think I'm looking forward to a lot more remotes. Like I think he could go around the world. It would be freaking hilarious, and he should take Jordan with him for sure. I'd like them to go to Morocco. I'd like them to go to Pakistan. I'd like them to go everywhere they fucking can. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah,
and I think good for the U.S. because you know we're hated in a lot of parts of the world. We'll just send Conan over there.
Yeah, I think that would be best doing the traveling and going to different places for him.
Yeah. And I think he likes it a lot more too. My only concern is he has a wife and kids.
Yeah. Also, the only concern is he's getting really old.
Yeah, he is. But that's what's weird is like a lot of young people like him. And like I remember when no one watched Conan, they're like, who?
Yeah.
Like that's yeah, so that's what's interesting. He is getting way older, and so I'm glad that he's, you know, at least doing what he thinks he's going to enjoy a lot more. Yeah, so I am looking forward to that Japan show that's coming out, I think on the 28th or something. I definitely want to watch that. And then also on Sunday, what I'm looking forward to watching on A&E is Monica Lewinsky.
That Monica Lewinsky.
That her little documentary thing. And I have been Team Monica since ever since I learned of it. The very, very beginning, I was Team Monica because I was like, yeah, it's like one thing that she knew that he was married and he was the president and she decided to still do what she did. But at the end of the day, it's like she was what, 20, early 20s, very early 20s. Like the president here is like flirting with you and like, what the hell? I mean, I think like he was way more inappropriate than her inappropriateness. They're both wrong. But I mean, like he was way older. He was the fucking president. He was married. I'm like, the fuck? So I am excited to hear like what her, you know, kind of what was her frame of mind when they were like, you know, messing around and stuff like that. That's going to be fun, I think.
Well, you know what else is fun?
Nothing.
Foolish child.
I'm going to Holiday in the Park.
You're going.
That's a Six Flags.
Is like some kind of like park, like a Holiday in a park? God, your ringtone is scary.
No, that's my notification for an email. It's just another. That's.
Come on.
That's another interview request.
Why don't you use the classic "You Got Mail"?
No, I had to stop subscribing to a lot of because I subscribe to a lot of news stuff, so I know more than anyone. I get notified like
I know more than anyone.
I know I can be the president. Wait, no, like it constantly, and like it's just like 10,000 news outlets like send the same like notification, and I'm like, oh my god, I heard about this like over 30 minutes ago. Freaking
so, like
Times of India, leave me alone.
It's like Trump's giving a speech and you just like interrupt him like, excuse me, I know more than you. I watch the news.
It's what I don't know. That's what's so freaking hilarious. And I'm like, oh god, please leave me alone. And so I had to stop some of the notifications, and I subscribe to everything. So like the Centers of Strategic Studies, they send you like 10,000 emails a day, and I just finally unsubscribed to them yesterday. It's like, dude, I'm like, dude, yeah, like stop. It's like so annoying. Stop emailing me.
You should have said,
it's
dude.
Like, oh my god, I don't care about nuclear warheads. Like, unless I can get one, put it in my backyard.
Do you know about the nuclear triad?
Who?
The nuclear triad.
The triads, the Chinese gang?
The nuclear triad.
Oh, wait. Do you work for Pakistan? Are you trying to get nuclear warheads for Pakistan? Seems like you can do that. Hey, I have a plan. Are you ready for this?
What?
Okay. So, I was gonna call your sister because I need her help. She can draw, right?
Yeah, but I can draw better.
I've seen you draw.
Yeah, what do you need?
I want to do does she have like software stuff? Like, can she do stuff like online, like the computer stuff? I don't know what it's called.
Does. Yeah, she has like a pad Like
Okay.
yeah, and it lets you draw like on the computer.
Okay. So I like to do laundry. I find it very, very calming and
You
relaxing. I
like
like
to do
laundry.
laundry?
Yes, I love to do
Oh
laundry.
God.
Yes, I used to do construction boy that stayed here. I used to do his laundry because like one time I took his laundry out of the washing machine and it was stuffed to the rim and he had like everything mixed in together and I was like, oh God, he's an idiot. So yes, I started doing his laundry. So it first would smell good when it comes out of the dryer, and two, they would be clean. I would like fold it and everything for him. I love doing laundry. It's
The
very calming.
fuck? So like, what did he
Uh,
do? Was he like, why the fuck are you doing my laundry?
Wait, the first time I did it, I was like, I put it by his door when he wasn't here. He was like, he immediately came to my room. Was like, did you do my laundry? I was like, yes, I'm gonna do it going forward because I don't think you know what you're doing.
What'd he say?
um, yeah, he said thank you.
What the heck? Oh man. What was I gonna say? What were we talking about before you started talking about laundry?
Oh yeah, your sister.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. So
Okay.
she's actually been doing since she remember she was working at that place where they train dogs.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was working there for about a year, and she quit because they're apparently the people that own the place are psycho. But she's been doing some commissions for people like drawing stuff and like doing stuff online. So yeah, she can do that.
Okay.
What do you need?
Okay, so this is my plan. This is why I started talking about. That's why I brought up laundry because I want to have an online business where I actually don't do anything, but I want to see how many people would like message me and like request my services. So I want to design laundry rooms, like super high end, um, super high end laundry rooms. Like so I need someone to like draw the stuff um that can like make the layouts and stuff. So I need someone who can do that. And I was like, I bet Raquel could do this.
What are you talking about?
And so I'm gonna call it, I don't know, I'm gonna come up with some fancy stupid name, and it's gonna be whatever name laundry room designs. And that's all I'm gonna specialize in. It's gonna be so crazy because you know there's and like I'm gonna need Raquel, and then like I'm gonna have to come up like all different types of layouts I want for laundry rooms, all different types of materials, all kinds of crazy, like insanely awesome like laundry rooms. And that's all I focus on is like laundry rooms. So when the super rich want laundry rooms that are to die for, I was pretending I was smoking right then. They would call me. And so we're gonna, and so literally I want to create a website and everything for this, but not design anyone's actual laundry room, and see like how many people click on the side and if I get any requests and stuff like that. So that's why I need someone to draw the outline and like come up with pictures and stuff, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, I was thinking of Raquel because I don't know anyone who draws because I actually majored in something important.
For that type of stuff, you might be better off asking my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, because you know what he does for work, right?
He like or something like that?
Like he literally does like designs and layouts for buildings and businesses, like in AutoCAD.
Okay. Okay, so then we'll ask him.
Yeah,
But
but
I'll just stop right there.
actually
I'm like, hey,
he may not be able to because his computer isn't working. So
no. Like, take time out of your actual job to help me create something that's not even real.
yeah.
But I think it would be so fun to see. I want to put like a tracker on there so I can see like where, like how many people are coming to the website, how are they finding it. I think it would be so fun. Like, and then I can't think of anyone else who's doing this. So it's like when super rich people are like, oh, we want to like do something different with our house, and they'll come across whatever super fancy name. Oh my God. Okay. Give me 1 second.
One. Okay.
What is happening in your house?
What? What do you mean?
I hear noises.
Oh, I better tell them to be quiet. It's the prisoners in the basement. You can hear that?
Yes, the heck? The prisoners in the basement. You're one of those people who have prisoners in your basement.
Nah, I got the dryers going right now.
Oh. Yeah, you have an agitator in your thing, which is gross.
It doesn't agitate you though.
Hello, I think this is gonna be so fun. I want to do this. You know, I also want to do the resume thing too. So I want to do a lot of things, but this one is not gonna help anyone. It's just for the hell of it. So I want to see.
Well, is that your new girlfriend? Is that Maxine?
Oh God, how do you remember her name?
Because you would mention her like all the time.
No, that's not. Who was I? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, because I'm a loser and a baby, so I didn't do anything about it. But I remember I've been trying to get you losers to go to a quiz night and stuff with me,
Oh God.
like a bar.
I'm not
And
doing that.
So we're going. Don't you worry. I'm gonna kidnap all of you.
So what happened? Tell your story.
So I was leaving. And no, I wasn't leaving. I was coming in. So I was like walking in, and I parked like it was by that crap. What have you been to that not Papa John's? God, what is that stupid seafood place? The expensive one? Papados. Yeah. So there's like a Papados kind of like, it's not really Oak Lawn area, but I think that's what it's called. Oak Lawn area. And there's like a bar that's like almost like a little down the street from it. So there's like no parking. So I literally had to park freaking over by there and then walk to the bar. And so like I'm like walking in, and then there's like this cute girl. I don't really like tall girls because I'm not that tall, and I don't know. I think tall people are freaks. So no offense to any tall people out there. But after that whole David and Goliath thing, I don't know. But so I'm walking in, and like this cute girl, I mean, she's really cute. She's white. But I was like, no, there's anything wrong with that. So she's walking past me, and like I look at her, and she smiles, and like I smile, and she like, we don't say anything. So like I continue walking, and then I'm like, I'm gonna check her out. So I turn around, and then like she's like turning around looking at me. She smiled, and I was like, I just turned right back around and walked in. And I was like,
fucking idiot.
I was like, damn, I should have said something, but I'm a wimp, so I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean it's a hard, because if you do something like if that happened to me, like if a girl is smiling at me and I smile back, I'm pretty sure like my smile is gonna be like creepy. It's gonna be weird
with your terrorist beard. Yes, I'd be like, you put anthrax in here, didn't you?
It's not even a terrorist beard. Shut the fuck up. It's a regular beard. It's a pirate beard. There you go. Call me Calico Beard.
How do you spell advertising? No, I didn't. No, wait. Okay, here we go.
So today's lesson, what you should have done when she turned around and looked at you, you should have, like, how you have your glasses on, you should have like
lowered them. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Did lowered them like a librarian?
Yeah, like lowered them and like raise your eyebrows.
What the heck?
That actually would have been hilarious. She probably would have like laughed.
So so I was thinking about my horrible wimping outness late over here, and I was like, she could have been fun, but I was like, doubt it. She is going to a quiz night. We're leaving a quiz night.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was that. No, there's 10,000 things going on. My psycho family. So because I started that. Oh, I can't say the place just in case someone from it's listening. But I started that new job at that place, and my bloody family is like hounding me for the discounts and like literally all night. They were like shopping online. They're like, oh, we want this, we want this, we want this, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't even do anything until Sunday, which is my next scheduled shift. So they can like get me set up to buy stuff online. I'm like, I can't even do anything. Like, stop messaging me, you lunatics. But yes, and I tell you I worked last week, or not last week, this week, earlier this week there, and I was like, oh my god, I completely remember why I hate working retail. Like, remember I worked freaking at the mall like my entire high school career, and it's like, oh my god, I hate folding clothes, I hate helping people, I hate smiling at people. I don't know how those freaks do it at Chick-fil-A. Like, I never met a disgruntled Chick-fil-A employee. I think they're a cult. I don't know it for a fact, but I think those freaks at have you ever met a sad or mean Chick-fil-A person? Like, I've never met one. They're always like, it's my pleasure to help you. They're always smiling. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, isn't there like, I don't know, working there, isn't it like slightly better than other fast food places? Like,
I would think it's worse because they're always busy.
No,
like,
I mean, like, in terms of like pay or benefits. Or
oh, maybe, yeah. It probably is. They probably are trying to like wholesome and stuff, but I couldn't smile working in fast food all day.
Yeah.
And plus, if I work there, I just want to make the lemonade. That's all I want to do my entire shift.
What?
I have, they have those freshly squeezed lemonade. That's all I want to do. I only want to.
You just want to squeeze lemons all day?
All day long. That's what I would do. They have someone at Pappadeaux's that just shucks the oysters. I don't want to do that job. I sat at the bar while they were doing it and watched them because, I eat by myself. So I'm a loser. So I'm sitting at the bar and like this guy is just chucking oysters all night. And I'm like, this guy hasn't made. That's all I would do if I did that, if I worked here.
Well, just be glad you don't work at Razoo's and you're not the guy that has to wrestle the alligators.
That's not, they don't have live, they're not like lobsters. They don't have live alligators.
Choose which one you want and I'll get it for you. Yo, that would be cool, right?
What the hell? That would be insane. What the heck? Which alligator do you want? That baby one, but it's nice and tender.
If it kills me, your meal's free.
What the heck? God, they're having their alligator is so good. I like it better than the alligator at Pappadeaux's. But I love those seafood egg rolls at Pappadeaux's, but they're like $20, but they are so freaking good.
Remember when we went to Louisiana? How'd you think of like the alligator and the frog there compared to here?
I didn't try any of the alligator or the frog.
Really?
Really, I got shrimp, and then remember the thing that I thought was weird was the tartar sauce was actually tartar.
Tartar.
And here it's like it's sweet, and it's in Texas. It has a sweetness to it. So I was very confused. I thought it was like spoiled or something. They're like, no, it's tartar sauce. That's how it's supposed to taste. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, we're in Texas. We put sugar in everything.
Yeah, I think maybe there. So the frog. The frog was like just like chicken, and then the alligator there was a lot more chewy.
Was it like fresher or?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it was weird. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I remember a couple of things from Louisiana. What? I remember Nick and Ryan motorboating that huge fat black girl. Which was disturbing as I don't know what. I was like, I wanted to throw up in my mouth. And I was like standing in the back and they're like, he's over there. And I was like, I'm walking. I can't possibly do that. And then I remember when Ryan was throwing up from all the alcohol, and Nick's like, it's gonna be okay. You could do this. And they were like laying on the ground by the freaking, what is it? Is that a lake or an ocean? I don't remember what, on the boardwalk or whatever. No, it has to be a lake. That can't be the ocean. And I don't know where you were. We're by a gazebo, of course. All dramatic stories has a gazebo. So maybe you were in the gazebo, and I'm just like, Ryan's throwing up on the ground. Nick's being weird, drunk Nick, and then the ground starts moving, and I think like there's a freaking earthquake or something, but no, it's just a pack of the biggest fucking rats. They were the size of wiener dogs running across the ground. And I was like, well, Nick and Ryan are about to be carried away and like murdered. So I jump inside the gazebo and the rats just, I'm not like being dramatic. They were the size of wiener dogs. They were the biggest. They scared the shit out of me. And they're running across the field, and Nick and Ryan are just still there, drunk out of their minds. Like they run like they're like inches between them, and they run down. They go across the wall and they run down, I guess, into the sewers or know where the hell they went, and I don't know what the hell they were running from. And I was like, if rats that size are running from something, maybe we should too. But that's what I remember. I remember big ass rats. I remember staying in line for that at that Cafe Du Mont in the blistering heat to get some Benghazi or coffee or whatever the hell it's called.
Benghazi.
No, not the big, not Hillary Clinton. How are you, Hillary? I hear that Monica wants to reach out to you and apologize, but you won't take her calls.
That Monica Lewinsky.
Would you take her calls if you were Hillary?
Hell yeah. I'd be like, let's get this shit on the road. Let's get the threesome going. You, Bill's fat cock.
God. You know how gross that would look? Oh.
What does Monica Lewinsky look like now?
I mean, she's, what, 45 or something? She's cute. I mean, she's a cute 45-year-old.
Is she?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty cute.
Let me see. That Monica Lewinsky. That stupid song, dude. What the fuck?
I feel.
Yeah, I guess she's aged pretty good.
Like, where can you work though? Who's hiring you?
Yeah, what does she do?
I don't know. Can you work? I don't know who would hire you. When you cause so much drama or like so much gossip at your job.
Okay, here's what her occupation says currently: anti-bullying activist, fashion designer, television personality, and government assistant.
So unemployed. Okay.
So she's still giving BJs.
Government assistant. I heard that he was. Well, I heard he was per Wendy Williams. I don't know if this is for a fact. We'll find out on Sunday. She said that that affair was going on for 2 years.
If you look
while she was there.
I mean, if you look at pictures of her back when she was with Bill at that time, she was an average looking girl. She didn't look like super, like, I don't know.
She wasn't hot. So you're like, why would you have an affair with someone who's not hot? If you're gonna have an affair, have an affair.
Yeah, it's just, she looked all right. Yeah, but anyways,
I feel bad. I do feel bad for her though. I don't know. How much money's in her 401k?
She made about $500,000 from her participation in some book, and another $1 million from international rights to the Walters interview.
Oh, it's the Barbara Walters interview. I was like, for the use of her name,
but it was all beset by high legal bills and living costs. So who knows? She's probably she's got maybe like a couple $100,000, I think.
Well, my favorite reference to her is in a Beyonce song and it's very disrespectful, but I think it's like in Partition, and she's like, he Monica Lewinsky'd all on my gown, and oh, you don't have to use her name in such a sexual way.
It's too late now. They already made a whole song, That Monica Lewinsky.
The heck? Yes, you should definitely go on American Idol.
Hell yeah, drink it up.
What would your story be? Everyone has a story. What would your
story would be? I was raised by rats in Louisiana tunnels. They're huge, like wiener dogs.
What the heck? So you see all those resignations happening of the Brexit thing?
No.
Well, a lot of people are resigning.
The people that wanted Brexit.
Yeah, so they said they can't support it now. in good conscience, I can't support it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And what do you think about Jim? Was it Acosta getting his press pass taken away and then CNN suing the White House?
Yeah, and a judge ordered that they give his pass back.
Yeah, temporarily, to make a final decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said it was assault. Like, I don't think it was like. And they sped up the White House put out the video. They sped it up and it looked very dramatic. But like, it was like honestly, I think if I was the president, I would have, or if I was the White House in general, I would have been like, okay, we're gonna temporarily like block your press pass for, I don't know, the next 3 weeks or so, because you can't have people holding the floor. I'm like, yeah, that's your job as a journalist, is to get to the truth. But when I say it's time for you to shut the fuck up and move and pass the microphone to somebody else, it's time for you to shut the fuck up and pass the microphone to somebody else. And so now when I have to get a freaking, 20-year-old intern in here to take the microphone away from you, and then you're still like, no, I still want to talk. I'm like, that
was weird too. Like when she like reached it, she like kept looking over at him like, am I doing this?
Yeah, he's like, oh no, he's gonna fire me. I have to get the microphone. I felt bad for her. That's why I think they should have guys. Now I think they should absolutely have guys getting microphones from people.
Your job is microphone taker.
But yeah, I thought it was inappropriate. Like, yeah, I'm glad he like tried to help. He tried to like held his feet to the fire. He was like, yo, you're gonna answer my question. But at the end of the day,
yo, bitch, answer my question.
At the end of the day, it's like, well, dude, okay, he wasn't gonna answer your question. You asked it, but he was not going to answer it. So you need to pass the microphone. What the next reporter could have done if they if they wanted to stand in like solidarity, they could have asked the same question, and then and he would have answered, and the next person could have asked the same question. So they could have went that route, but they didn't.
Wiggity whack, y'all.
You like my soundboard?
No. So his microphone, I think that was inappropriate. Do you not think it was inappropriate
to touch someone? Like the assault that happened, or what?
Do you define that as assault?
No, it's not. Nothing happened. I mean, he literally just what? She was touching him, if anything. What the hell?
I was like, she can't get the microphone from him. No, he could have slapped her hand. They acted, no soup for you.
They acted like he like karate chopped her super hard. Like, get away! Like, what the fuck?
Oh god.
No, but I think this has all been blown out of proportion.
And I want to talk to her. Why hasn't she talked? It's the most interesting thing.
Yeah, I watched her come out with like a cast in her arm. Yeah.
I have severe carpal tunnel now. He hit my head so hard it carpal tunneled it.
Carpal tunneled it.
He's like, I have a little earpiece in my ear, and it said, "Go get the microphone from Jim." I walked up there, he bitch slapped me. No.
Dude, it's too bad that show The Boondocks isn't still on. They always do like just hilarious fucking parodies of like real life events, and they just make them so much more dramatic. They would like have a fucking field day with this. Like,
oh god,
oh man.
So where I thought we were gonna take a trip somewhere. When are we doing that, you jerkwad?
I don't know. You keep telling me about this, and then you start talking about like laundry and shit.
Well, we need to design my laundry room too. So that's number one. I'm making a list. Laundry room.
So make a list of trips. So the first trip that we thought of was the visiting like the cool gas stations. So there's more, but the only one we thought of was Buc-ee's, right? Off the top.
We want them to be cool. They can be unique or mysterious or deadly or the most robberies. Let's go to the one that gets robbed the most.
Hell no.
Like, this gas station has been robbed 47 times in the last year, and about to be 48.
Oh no, we should go to the one that has the most lottery winnings and buy lottery tickets.
Oh yes. What happened at my gas station? There was this because of the lotto station. It tells you like how much money's been won at the gas station last week, and it was like over $100,000. And I was like, "What the fuck? like what lottery tickets are you guys selling here?"
Interesting.
Did you buy any lotto tickets? Did you see the guy who won the fucking Powerball? He's 67 years old. God.
Yeah. Why is it the majority of the winners are old people?
Oh yes.
Fuck
this bastard.
It's got to be rigged. There's no fucking way.
I'm like, you're 67. You've already lived. There's nothing fun for you to look forward to. I don't know what you want to spend that money on.
Yeah.
like he's like, I'm gonna live in my sandwich. I mean, at 67, what the hell?
Can you imagine that though? Like if one of your family members won the lottery, but they didn't tell anyone, right? Like they kept it hush hush, like you're supposed to, and then they invited you out, like to this random place. They bought your plane ticket, flew you out there, and they're like, and there's this giant castle, and they're like, "Welcome to my new home," and they just hand you like a couple mil.
Like, everyone gets $1 million. Here you go. I was like, I don't want $1 million. How much did you? $1 million is nothing. It's like $1.
Either you take the $1 million, or I break your kneecaps.
What the fuck? So what home security system would you go with if you won the lottery? Would you go with the one that you can
I would get my own,
keep advertising?
My own system. I would just hire bodyguards.
You'd have a closed circuit system.
They would just live there.
But you don't really have any enemies though.
Yeah, I do.
Or you think the cartel's gonna come kidnap you?
I have enemies, dude.
Oh yes.
It's one time at a stoplight, this guy looked at me, then I gave him an angry mug, and he did the same back, and then I drove away. He's probably out there trying to kill me right now.
I'll see you in hell. When you just drove away really fast. Okay.
Oh yeah. So we got way off topic. So trips. Yeah. So gas station. Another one is like going to the most haunted places. Another one would be
lighthouses. Why can't we go to lighthouses?
Oh God, why do you want to go to lighthouses for? Maybe so we can go to one that's haunted and that'll take care of it. Yeah.
Okay, haunted places, gas stations. What else?
We can go to those places like we were talking about on the cast a couple I don't know, a month ago. Those places that have like weird animals, like chupacabra or Bigfoot, or we can go to the places where those weird anomalies have been seen.
Okay, anonymous. P. Okay, and then food. Food is always the best.
You wanted to do barbecue, right?
Yes, we're in Texas. We can make a list of the best barbecue places, and we'll come up with a shirt that's something witty, but stuff.
I was gonna say we should go to like the place that has like the best hot sauce. But remember that time in Louisiana we went to the Tabasco plantation, and that little kid made you eat that spicy ice cream.
Oh yes, it was violated there again.
For everyone listening, tell them the story of what happened here.
I don't tell that story anymore. It's traumatic.
Okay, fine. I'll tell it then.
In this Me Too era, I don't want to have to relive my assault.
Okay, so we're at the Tabasco plantation, and they have this one part, basically the gift store where you can have, they have all kinds of spicy food that has Tabasco in it. Like they have ice cream too. So there's this one ice cream, and for some reason, Dondre met this kid. And him and this kid just start talking and hanging out. It was just really weird. But anyways,
what, talking and hanging out.
What the heck?
We were on a tour
with a little kid, and so we're at the gift shop, and this kid tells Dondre to eat the spicy ice cream. So Dondre goes okay, and he gets a sample. He tastes it, and it's like spicy, and he's just holding it in his mouth because it's gross. And the kid's like, and as soon as Dondre puts the ice cream in his mouth, the kid goes, "Now swallow." And Dondre complies.
What the heck? You must comply. Resistance is futile.
It was fucking weird, dude. What the?
I
now
thought
swallow.
I thought you wanted to go to Comic-Con too.
What?
Yeah, you said you wanted to do a trip to Comic-Con, so let's go to Comic-Con as well. We'll add that to the list.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, it's not really I don't like really read any comics, so.
You don't have to read comics to be cool, and then we got a trivia night because you're not, because you're going to hell.
Dude, I know so much though. I would have just win automatically. It wouldn't be fair.
What the heck? You don't know anything. You know nothing.
What the heck? You should say that whenever you're like running for like president or some kind of government office, whenever you're debating the other person, like whenever they say something, you should just respond, "You don't know anything."
I don't know why anyone wants to run for any kind of office.
Because it's easy money.
It seems so stupid. I don't want to listen to people complain, and I don't want to make change happen.
Hey, man. I mean, you could be like that one, what's his name? Paul Ryan. He's like retiring early, and he's like got a couple mil in the bank.
Yeah, but what is he gonna do with his life? He tried to get that shit medical reform bill happen. That's what I remember him from. Yeah, he's standing up to Trump now, but I remember when he tried to force on the American people that shitty Republican medical bill that he put together at the last fucking minute. That's what I remember him as. Lazy motherfucker.
He's probably, I mean, to be honest,
Paul Ryan, if
like,
you're listening to this, fuck you.
Within a decade or maybe or two, I'm pretty sure he'll probably try to run for president or soming. Maybe,
no, I don't think he's
maybe
not that
vice
popular.
president.
I don't think he has. You don't run for vice president. What the fuck? I think the person that's running picks the vice president, and then.
Well, you know, I mean, he'll be like up there to be chosen by vice president.
I don't think any Republican's going to run against Trump for the election in 2020 or when the fuck is the next one?
No, I'm not saying now. I'm saying like in the next decade or two, like when he's older.
He's gonna be old. Ugh,
he's only 40 something right now.
God, he looks like he's 60. How old is Bernie? 100?
Bernie, I don't know.
Bernie's like 46. He's just a chain smoker. it makes you age. Oh God! So what do you think about what the fucking FDA? They're trying to get kids not to buy the fucking Juul or those electronic cigarettes because the kids are getting addicted to it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, when I don't understand when it became like, let's waste so much money on forcing pointless regulations. I'm like, can you not? You have a kid in your house. You can't tell them to don't pick up a fucking electronic cigarette. I'm going to kick your ass. Like, I don't understand. Like, why is that so hard? Why do we have to put money into pointless things?
Hey, wait.
It's like, ugh.
I remember this one time. You remember this kid that lived pretty close to me? I don't know if you remember him, but his name was Derek.
What the heck? Yes, I remember Derek.
I remember one time in middle school, I slept over at his place. They had like, I think it was like his birthday party or something. But I had bought at the store. I had bought this this joke bag. It was like a bag full of like pranks. Like they had like fake vomit and all this stuff in it, and they had a fake cigarette. So it looked actually real. It was like a cigarette that looked like it was already lit. Like the end of it was like kind of like red, like it was lit and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom came to pick me up the next day, and I went out to go outside when she was picking me up, and I had that fake cigarette in my mouth. And she, like, her face was just like complete shock. She was just like, she said she was about to like just hit me upside the head.
She's gonna body slam you. No.
Oh man.
That's what I don't understand. So I'm like, what the fuck is the deal, man? Ugh.
What's the deal,
I don't know why any people are having kids when they're so fucking irresponsible.
Hey, maybe you should have kids and then raise them to be the next emperor.
No, like the heck. I was thinking about, oh my God, I was gonna text Ton because I don't know what size pants he wears, but I'm cleaning out my closet in the actual term and not in the metaphorical way. So I have so much shit in my closet. I mean, I don't have any room. So I was gonna take some stuff up to Goodwill. Like I already, those giant black trash bags, those enormous ones. I already emptied. Took 3 of those up there to Goodwill. Was it a couple of months ago?
Yeah.
And I was gonna do it again.
Wait,
but
don't go to Goodwill. You need to do it to like the Salvation Army or.
Yeah, see, I was gonna do it like take it to the shelter or something like that.
Yeah. Or
just drive around downtown. There's 10,000 homeless people and they're always wearing the same shit. I was just gonna, hey, here's
just
some
throw shoes everywhere for you.
Just throw it at them. Here, put this on. Right in front of me. Take off your pants.
Now we know what you do.
I was gonna, I was gonna text Ton and see like what size pants he wears, see if he wants any of them.
He's not gonna take your hand me downs.
Your hand-me-downs, yeah, they're really nice. I don't wear a lot of the shit. I literally wash them and put them up in the closet a lot. So the majority of them I've never worn.
So now that you've gotten rid of a lot of stuff in your closet, are you gonna start getting more like pirate gear?
I'm buying more stuff. Yeah, it's like
It better be pirate related.
how many pair of pants do you have? Because I just took out 16 pair of pants. That
My God, I only have 4. I have two jeans, two dark blue jeans. I have a black pair of pants and then khakis.
Well, I took 16 pairs of pants out, and then I kept 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think they're left hanging. So, yeah, I have a lot of shit.
Yeah, I can tell. What the fuck? What the fuck? You need to quit buying shit. You're just literally throwing away money. You're giving this shit away that you bought.
That's what's happening. That's what I'm trying to now be like conscious of what I'm buying and be like, okay, I don't need.
You just don't need to buy anything at all. Like you
never again.
No, like unless it's like fucking food or something that you absolutely need. You just need to don't be conscious about buying. Just don't buy anything.
That's so much. I know I would. You know how much money I would have if I didn't buy anything. The things I could have bought it.
You could invest in the stock market and become a millionaire. Then you could have really bought stuff.
Yes, but gross. Vomitrocious.
Hey, man.
Vomitrocious. And that's a word from Arthur from he got from Muffy on, you know.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, from Arthur. Like Arthur wanted I forgot the whole plot of the episode, but for some reason Arthur was hanging out with Muffy. Muffy's the rich one. That owns a chain of car dealerships. And so like Muffy said something and her word was vomitrocious, and then Arthur started using it. He's like, vomitrocious.
Oh yeah, wasn't that when he was like trying to like be her best friend?
So yeah, I don't
like
remember
trying
the
to mimic
plot,
her.
but yeah.
Remember that? Do you remember that one where it was like okay? There's a couple of times in that show where for some reason when I was watching as a kid, it like really grossed me out. There was one time where Arthur was like, for some reason he's in a trash heap. He's in like this dump, has a bunch of trash in it, and there's this can, this open can that has the sharp lid on it. And he's like trying to get out of this trash heap, and as he's climbing, he cuts his knee open on the can, and then like for some reason like they do a close up of it. And like you can see.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
And it was gross. I was like, "What the fuck? What? That's gross."
I remember that. I don't know why they did that. That's weird. Yeah.
And then also there's that one. So this one wasn't really gross, but it was just like, it was like pretty brutal. Like, do you remember those two twins?
Yeah, those twins were insane.
Yeah, they're like little kids. They're always hyper, running around.
Yes, they live with their grandma. Yes, I remember.
There's one time when it was them and Arthur's sister DW, they were playing at recess at school, and the twins are like pretending they're superheroes and that DW is the villain, and they're chasing her around, and eventually they're chasing her around a swing set. So she's on one side of the swing set and the twins are on the other, and they eventually take the actual swing that you sit on.
And they threw it, and they hit her in the face.
Yeah, it's like made of like fucking hard wood.
Yes.
And they just chucked it and hit her square in the fucking mouth. And I was like, good God, dude.
Those kids were monsters. I remember. And what were the bullies called? The tough customers? We're the tough customers. Fuck. We're the tough customers.
Was there bullies? I only
yeah,
remember,
Binky Barnes and his like crew. Yeah, he had a crew.
And eventually they became friends, right?
Binky and DW, rapist, if you ask me. But
what?
yeah, I remember like Binky and DW were like friends for some weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember this one on one of the episodes. I don't know. Mostly that show was like okay, like it was like nothing else on. I would watch it as a kid, but I remember there's this one funny part where DW comes down and into the living room. And Arthur is watching TV and he has this show on mute, and then he pretends he's talking to her, but he's not saying anything. And then,
What?
Yeah, and then because he's like trying to trick her into thinking she's deaf, and then she and she believes it. She was like, she just starts screaming. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh God, that's funny. What did you ask? What did you ask your parents for Christmas? I think you need to get the complete series of Bob Burgers.
I'm getting them a two.
No, I said what
paintings.
you asked them. What did you ask them for? That
what
was
they
the
asked,
question.
Yes. I asked them just for TV shows.
Did you put Bob Burgers on that list?
No, I put the Boondocks.
Ew.
I put the Boondocks, Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and a couple other things.
Ed and Eddie would be good.
Yeah.
No Bob Burgers? You're a freaking Satanist.
No, that show is dumb, man. And anyone
It's
who
the
likes
best
it,
show ever. No, it's the best show ever.
I think Ed and Eddie will be hard to find though.
But and not Recess. You didn't put. Well, I told you on that bootleg site. I still haven't ordered from it. I guess I am gonna order from it now.
I never liked Recess. I thought it was like kind of depressing.
What the heck? It was real life.
It was about all the time they were at school, and there's that fucking snitch
Yes,
that
the
always
show
got them in
called
trouble.
Recess.
And I was like,
Yeah,
this show is depressing as shit.
Snitches are real. So what are you getting them? You said 2 paintings of what?
Yeah, I was gonna. So there's this a couple of people that do it. Like there's a website for it, and then also people on Etsy that do it. People will paint full portraits of your pets, but in military uniform, like like old paintings like Napoleon or George Washington. You know how they look in like they're.
Yeah, I got that because I'm not an idiot. Okay.
Okay, I just had to explain to you just to make sure. So yeah, so they'll paint pets in military uniforms or other stuff like that. So I'm getting the 2 cats they have, and I'm gonna give that to them so they can hang it up, because there's this big open wall above the living room that they've never had anything there. It's just empty. So I'm gonna get paintings for them and have them hang it up there. It'll be hilarious.
They would like that because that sounds like a pretty shitty gift.
What? Are you kidding me? It costs $100 each. That's badass. That's a cool gift. If someone did that for me, I'd be like, hell yeah.
I'd
Thank
be
you
like,
for giving me
what the fuck am I gonna do with this?
Painting of my pet in a
of my
military
pet in a
uniform.
military uniform. Yes, I would actually.
That's
I would
hilarious.
Christmas is for wanting stuff, not hilarious. That's. I guess I'll tell you what I got you.
Don't give me anything, because I'm not getting you shit.
You never get me anything.
I know, so don't give me anything. What the fuck?
Well, too bad I already bought it. Because you have some sick fantasy of cooking eggs in the microwave.
Oh,
I got you a little egg cooker that you now just put your eggs in it, and you can cook it like any kind of way you want it, over hard or boiled completely or whatever. So now you have a device just for eggs.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
That's what I got. Yeah. So you'll be able to use that and be super happy.
Wow. Amazing.
You'll be like, oh my god, this is what I've been missing my entire life. I don't have to put eggs in the microwave like a savage anymore.
Nah, I like to give people gifts that are like funny, because it's hard. I think it's hard to find gifts that people find useful. Because like, I remember one time, this is gonna sound bad, but like, so back when I was living with my parents, I had the Xbox 360, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't want it at all because I thought it was really stupid. But they bought me that expensive Kinect thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember that?
Yeah, the Xbox Connect, yeah.
Yeah, so they bought me that, and I was like, I never really used it, but when I was opening it, I had to act like I was like, yeah. I felt bad, but I think it's hard to find gifts that people want.
I never fake excitement. I never get anybody things that they want. I say I give them things. So like for my sister, I bought her these before I bought them before I even knew I got the job. But I bought her some Polo Ralph Lauren pants. They're graffiti pants. They're for guys. So I had to figure out how to convert females waist size to guy size. But they look fantastic. And I know she'll probably never wear them because they're way out there. They look like. Did I send you a picture of them? I'll send you a picture. Right? because they're way out there. But yeah, I just get people shit that they would never buy for themselves that has some sort of I don't know, funness to them.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing with the fucking paintings.
No, those pictures aren't fun.
Yes, they are. You kidding me? People are gonna come over and be like, "What the fuck? Why do you have a picture of your pets in military uniform?" That's gonna be fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god.
I would get them. You know what? Okay, so this is weird, but like I swear to you, in my whatever house that I get, I am going to, in my bathroom, there is like a picture. Whoopi Goldberg used to date Ted Danson like forever ago. And there's a picture of like him sitting in this chair and like she's like standing to the side of him. For some reason, I love that picture. And so I'm going to get it blown up like enormous like, and I'm going to have that in my bath. That's going to be on one of the walls in the bathroom, that giant ass picture. So I think it's fun to have weird random pictures in your house.
Didn't you say you were going to like get a enlarged picture of yourself to someone?
Of myself to someone? I've given pictures of people of myself to people because I think it's hilarious. But yes, I put it like in frames and everything. Yeah, I've done that. Funny. When they open it, they're like, "What the fuck?"
Do you think they actually keep it?
I have no idea. They're like, "What the fuck? This is you."
You should message them right now and be like, "Hey, do you still have that portrait of me?"
I want you to keep this near you. Think about me every once in a while. But yeah, those are always fun to do. But are we still going to be? When's your lease up? I need to make sure. You said in August?
Yeah.
Did you get the picture?
Yeah, I saw. It looks like something. Looks like something homemade.
It's corduroy pants. They're $180.
Looks like something we'd have to wear in choir.
I thought it would kind of be fun. I don't know. Once you can't wear them all the time. I mean, literally, you probably wear. They're very recognized. What the heck? The once or twice a year pant. What was I going to say? I don't even remember now. Oh, you said August, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And because I was looking at how Zillow, because everything is so fucking expensive for some reason. Oh my god, I don't understand how the prices. That's why I'm concerned. Like, how the fuck else? Because I don't know what anyone else does for money that's not in IT or engineering. Like that's the stuff that I hired for prior to joining my new company.
Yeah.
So I know their salaries are enormous. So I know they can afford to live there. What does everybody else do? I mean, America is a service economy, but I'm trying to figure out what the hell else everyone else does for work. Like I don't understand how they can afford the mortgages on these houses. I mean, and then still have families. That's what I'm confused with, because I've always been told that kids are expensive, and then you have to save for their college, you have to pay for their insurance, and I don't know, their clothes and shit like that. So I'm like always confused to like, you have a family, and then you also have this really nice house.
I think it may have gone up. I remember like a couple years ago, I was reading that the average cost of raising a kid up until like I think 18 is like $300,000.
It's just what's crazy. And they want to be in like sports and activities. Ugh.
Yeah, so if you imagine if you have 3 kids, that's about $1 million.
That's like, what is going on? Like, I don't want to do. The kids are insane. I don't know. My kid would never be into anything that costs money. Like, oh, you want to join sports? That costs money. You can go read a book.
I don't know. If I was, I don't know. If I ever have a kid, I'm gonna make sure that right from the get-go, they're gonna be in the most advanced karate class, and he's gonna be the next karate kid.
You would go that route. You'd make them karate-ists and then make them go audition for movies. Action movies. My kid would be because I'm a terrible speller. My kid would be the greatest speller in the history of the world. So I can be like, how do you spell this? Yes, they would go in every fucking spelling. That'd be one of my kids. It would be the worst life ever because I hate not knowing how to spell. And then like when I type stuff into Microsoft and they're like, we don't recognize the word, I'm like, you motherfuckers. And I have to go into Google. I'm like, oh fuck, how do you spell this word?
Yeah, I feel like the system or the algorithm that's been used lately to spell check, I feel like it doesn't work as good as it used to. Like I'll be trying to spell like certain simple words and I can spell it out myself, but it's easier if it has the chosen word and I can just click on it. It's just faster. It's just lately it hasn't been working. It's been like choosing other words that are like,
yeah, that's what pisses me off, and I don't know what's going on, and it makes me upset, and I want to murder someone. But that's what's gonna happen. That's the only thing. My kid would be absolutely outstanding in English and literature and writing and spelling because
yeah, make
I
sure
get
they're
tired of not knowing how to do it. So the pointless stuff, the world's moving away from it. But that's what my kid's gonna focus on.
make sure they're bilingual too.
Oh yes, that's a must as well.
Oh, and also make sure they play a instrument.
No, we don't want any instrument. I think the piano would be nice. I would like to like force them to play the piano while I'm like working.
Yeah, I regret doing choir. I went to choir because I thought it was the easiest because you had to choose one of them.
That's exactly.
Oh man, I regret doing that. I wish I would have learned an instrument.
Yes, I do hate it when my because my aunt's husband plays the guitar, so him and my little sister like they play the guitar together and the piano and stuff like that. So it's like, yes, I would love to know how to play the guitar so I can jam out. I would love to know how to play the piano. And yes, I feel like I wasted my life going to choir, but whatever. Yeah, and she plays the freaking clarinet too. And then she knows how to play the
I mean, it's not too late.
Actually knows how to play the No, I never want to learn anything.
What about the harmonica?
That would be cool. That would be really cool. I would be down for let's take a harmonica class.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
I have a because I wanted to learn, but then I forgot all about it. I have a harmonica already. I forget what it is. I think it's C. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that would be really, really fun. Yeah, I may take a class on that. Whatever, learn that. Okay, so
and then once we get really good, like blues good, we can go to like the streets and play for money.
Pay for $1 and people drop in the hat some change. No, there is what I think I took you guys there in Uptown Dallas. There's this like this 24-hour diner place, and they have freestyle classical music on Tuesdays after midnight. There should be some freestyle blues playing. I think that would be hella fun if we knew how to like just jump in and start playing the harmonica or something like that. And we're like, ooh, that would be fun. Anyway, okay, we're gonna have to end this soon because I have to go to the bathroom so bad. But anyway,
I gotta eat lunch.
Okay, so what areas are you guys down with? Does it, because I know you work in Richardson, so are you open to what, Plano area, right?
Yeah, Plano Richardson area.
Okay, Plano Richardson. There is no other suburbs like the Colony or Flower Mound or Carrollton. Is all that stuff too far?
Possibly. I mean, I possibly would be down. It just depends on if it's like a really good deal.
Okay.
It's like a nice place, and it's like, because that's why I went to Carrollton in the first place, because the place was really nice and it was like, but also really cheap, and it came with washer and dryer, and I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Okay, so what is the top max that you would pay like a month?
Probably like 200.
No, I'm serious. I only $200.
I have no idea. I mean, it really depends on the place and location.
I mean, I hate that bastard. It still hurts. It still hurts to get rejection emails. Even though you're going to get more no's than yeses. It's still like, Nestle. Like the guy messaged me. Like he literally just messaged me on LinkedIn. He was like, "Hey, I'm looking for someone who has more experience." And
More experience? How long have you been doing it for a while?
wait, what pisses me off is he said he needed someone. Oh, you know what? I know I took off my resume my time when I worked at Nielsen, and the time I worked at the university when I was in analytics work. I actually took that off my resume, so I only have my experience as a freaking recruiter on there.
Yeah,
And so
you have
oh, God damn it.
a lot of jobs. Like, do you think that's sometimes a problem? Like when they look at your like
I
background.
take that off my resume. So I literally
Yeah,
I
but
am
can't they see that? Like if they decide to actually look into your background.
yeah. So a lot. Well, so there's different types of background checks. It depends on the company. Like a federal background check or a medical background check, they tell you to go back 10 years. So you have to list every job you've had in the past 10 years. So if I decide to leave it off, it's still going to pull it up because they pull it by your social security number. So the companies that have to report would to the IRS, and that's how they get their information. So it's like they're like, okay, well, you didn't list all these jobs that you had, so it's considered a fraud. So we're not going to hire you.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, so it only comes out. That's why I mean, like, it sucks, but like, yeah, my resume does suck because I have a lot of jobs. But I was at my last job for a little over 2 years. And this one, it's been a little over a year now, so it's not so bad because I leave all the other stuff off. But this guy just messaged me and he said that he needs someone that's more experience in data analytics and operation research, data scientist. And I was like, what the fuck? Because that's me. But then I'm like, oh, wait, I took that off my resume. So all he was able to see was my recruiting experience.
Well, learn from your mistakes, little boy.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to tailor your resume to each job that you apply to. But because I'm lazy and I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think 700 is that too much
For what?
for rent?
It depends on place and location. What else is included?
Nothing. That's just the rent. So no internet or stuff like that. That's just straight rent. Each person paying 700. We can change it if like some person wants the master bedroom or whatever. But is that way too much? So it's like 600 for rent.
I would say if it's I would say we should probably go for free. So live on the streets.
Okay. Well, because like it's freaking expensive. So if it's going to be a three of us at 700, that's $2,100 a month in rent. And I'm like, when I pull up, we can't afford Richardson. I can just tell you that off. There's nothing less than 2,500 at home available in Richardson, Texas. So, I mean, if we're going to go down, we could get 700, 600 range each person, Plano. And if we want to go lower than that, we can. No, but it's going to be in like the crappy parts of Plano. Or if we want to go into we can afford that in Carrollton. We can afford that in Flower Mound, though. So
yeah,
Plano.
We'll see. I mean,
because I have to know. Because
yeah.
like if you guys can't afford to, or you don't want to pay that, then I'm going to have to at least, or if I still move over there, if I get the job here shortly, then I'm going to have to find a place myself. Or I'm going to have to renew here, or let them know that I want to stay here. So I need to kind of know if you guys want to if you guys can and want to pay that much, and then we have to pay for internet and electricity and water and crap like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was looking at places, and this was a month ago, but I was looking at places like in the same area, and I found it was actually off of 5 Mile.
Ew, we're not going off of 5 Mile.
What are you talking about?
How gross.
There's good places to rent. They're like nice houses, and some of them are as low as like they're about the same, about 500-600.
The heck, 5. Okay, well I'm gonna play around with it, see what neighborhood we can get into. Close to the date, we can recheck and re-verify and stuff like that. I'm doing houses and townhouses. Do you not want a townhouse? Do you just physically just want a house, or is a townhouse?
Yeah, either one.
Okay.
Either one, bitch.
All right. Well, we'll see what like I'll see what neighborhood we can get into that price. And we'll just have to go from there and see what comes available.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna start looking until like March.
Okay. Well, I just want to see what oh my god, what neighborhood we can at least just get into because the price of the neighborhood won't change unless something dramatic happens.
Oh,
So the
something dramatic will happen. Trust me.
oh yes, who knows the fall of the fall of the government. Do you get farm at the fall of the government happens? Do you know what that is?
Wait, what?
The fall of the government. You don't have a contingency at my new place. They have a contingency plan of the fall of the government, like what to do, how to handle it, stuff like that.
What is it?
I can't tell you that.
Tell me right now.
They can only be initiated the fall of the government. Oh my god. Oh, so it's just going to be three of us, right? We're not. Are we counting on Kai coming in, or just the three is what we're depending on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure just 3.
Okay. So do you guys want what? 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths? What's important?
Yeah, I'm good with anything.
Okay. Well, I'll just start looking at see what neighborhoods we can get into.
In fact, make it 3 bedroom, 0 bath.
Okay. We don't want any baths. We just want.
That's how
We just want.
that's how they had it in that show, Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
God, don't ever mention that show again.
There
The
was
worst show.
no
The worst
bathroom.
show in the history of the world. How do you handle it if someone wants the master bedroom? Do we divide up? Do we make that person pay more for rent, or how does that work?
I don't know. Here, me and my current roommate flipped
Michael?
a coin. Yeah.
Oh, so you just want to draw straws?
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, it depends on. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean that it's a house, so it's not a mansion. So the master bedroom is going to just the only plus is it's going to have its own private bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, we can do like because it also like depends on like what if it's only like a 2-car garage? Like what if whoever has the master bedroom doesn't get the garage?
I don't park in garages because I don't want to be murdered.
Okay, so then
That would never happen. I will never park in a garage.
wait, what? Dude,
I don't.
I want a garage. I want to keep my.
What the heck? You want to park? You want to keep your 1992 car in the garage because you're afraid someone will break into it?
No, because I don't want it to be sitting out in the hot sun and then like.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have 100% leather seats that melt your skin.
And also just like if there's any chance of like, because these places have been around here, have been hit by random hailstorms. So I don't want that.
You see my crappy Mazda? I hope it gets dragged to hell one of these days, and they just write me a check.
Well, that's the difference between me and you. I like to take care of my car, Andre.
No, I want it to fall to fucking pieces.
Well, yeah, so that's why I want a garage. It'd just be better. Just be more protected from the elements. Like whenever I go out there to drive it, it's not super hot or super cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's cool. All right. Well, my God, this house is really nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, I will just see what neighborhoods we can get into, and then we can double check that and make sure that that's still the case.
Yep. So good thing we talked about this on the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed us talking about our living situation. So yeah.
Yeah, so anyone who was looking to murder people, you can keep listening. We'll provide more updates, and as soon as we get an address, we'll let you know on the podcast here, so you can come and murder us in our sleep. Looking forward to it.
All right, sounds good. Later.
All right, bye.